You have now tuned into the greatest, another episode of the Blackout Podcast. It's your Higgity host with the million and most, Black Fire, and y'all, 2024. First official podcast back at Lewis Media Studios. And if y'all don't know, I'm finna let y'all know. I have somebody in the building that's just been phenomenal on social media. If you have not been following his social media page and you heard some of his famous phrases, good God Almighty, look out, glory, yes sir, and others. The vegetable growing, hog raising, food processing, fishing, hunting, man of God, Mr. Marshall Williams, aka Mr. Living Off the Land, and his beautiful wife, Miss Trita Williams. How y'all doing today?
Good.
Awesome. I'm glad to have y'all here, man. Finally get to sit down and talk with y'all about everything that y'all do on social media. So we're gonna go ahead and jump on into this thing. So y'all can answer these questions. It don't matter which one. Miss Tree, you can chime in when you feel like it. You feel like something may be directed to you or whatever. We just talking, having a good time. So where did your love of raising animals come from?
Came from my uncle Ronald Williams.
Mm-hmm.
He raised me. When my dad died when I was 7 years old, and then my uncle Ronald Williams, he took up the role, and he always had animals, cows, chicken, hogs, and I just started loving it from then on up, and just stuck with it.
Okay. Awesome. So what made you start just doing it yourself as an adult?
Because Bob Hunt, actually Bob Hunt, I went to his house one time. He was killing hogs. And my uncle too, Ronald. But I hadn't seen it in years until I went back to Bob Hunt house. And then I just fell back in love with it and started back up from there.
Okay. Awesome. So do you consider yourself to be a farmer, or do you just pretty much just raising like the food and stuff just for your own family?
I call myself a small farmer, you know. That's what I call my little farm. With my hogs, I call it William Farm.
Okay.
And I raised them hogs up there, and I'm finna get some cows.
Okay.
And I got chickens, and so.
Awesome. So will you just be doing your meat processing just for you and your family, or are you planning on pretty much venturing out into making it for wholesale?
Yeah, I'm planning on making it for wholesale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So what vegetables have y'all grown?
We grow tomatoes, potatoes, watermelons, okra, butter beans, peas, squash, cucumbers.
Yeah. Awesome. So briefly talk about the gardening process because I ain't much of a gardener. I don't have a green thumb at all. But at one point in time, when me and my daughter had first moved to Hartwell, we've got a lot of land out where I stay. And I was just like, as a project, we was going to have our own little garden. I don't know nothing about no garden. So can you briefly tell us, like, what's the process of getting started? Even like getting a garden started, if it's a small one, a little one, a big one, or whatever.
Well, yeah. First of all, you want to find your good spot. You don't want too many trees around it because you want the sun to get to your garden. So you find your good spot, and you can use a tractor or tiller plow or the old-fashioned way, a hoe, and just chop it up, plow it up, or whatever you're gonna do. And after you do that, you put fertilizer on, plow it again. Then you lay your rows off and plant, and wait on the rain.
Okay.
And after the plants come up, make sure you keep the weeds from around your plants, because that's how they grow good.
Okay. So, Ms. Women, ask you a question. Did you do much with gardening and stuff before you met your husband?
Well, when I stayed in the projects, I had a little garden, so I did grow tomatoes and my salad greens and stuff. So
okay.
I guess I can say yeah, right?
Yeah. Awesome.
Not as big as him, but
yeah. Okay, cool. That's what's up. I like that. All right, so since y'all grow y'all own vegetables and stuff, like, do the homegrown stuff taste different from the store bought?
Oh yeah.
And can you kind of describe like the taste and the texture of the homegrown versus the store bought stuff?
Well, the homegrown plants or vegetables or fruit, it tastes different. And the vegetables, you have to cook them longer. You can get stuff out the store and cook it in. I'm going to just give an example. Whatever you cook out the stove might take 30 minutes. Out the garden going to take an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
does it
Does
feel
it feel
different,
different
from the
from-
store? Like when you touch it, the texture of it, does it feel different? Like, can you say, for instance, if you were somewhere and somebody be like, "Hey, Marsha, I got some bell peppers over here. They homegrown out my garden," and they would have put some homegrown in front of you and some store bought in front of you. Could you touch those items and know which one is really homegrown and which one is store bought?
Nah, you can't really touch them and see.
Mm-hmm.
But you can let them set out,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see which one start rotting the fast.
Really?
Yeah.
So talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, the homegrown, whatever you grow from your house,
Mm-hmm.
it lasts way longer than the one you got come out the store.
Mm-hmm.
Cause the store they put all them chemicals on their stuff.
Gotcha.
But homegrown, just natural.
Gotcha.
It
Gotcha.
lasts longer.
Okay. Look, education, y'all. Education rule the nation. They would have known that we can have Mr. Williams on here. Him and his lovely wife. Okay.
Load.
So, after picking your homegrown veggies, is there a specific cleaning process that y'all do?
Yes.
Okay.
Most of the vegetables that we come home, my wife, she wash them.
Okay.
She wash them and we store them in the freezer.
Okay. So, Miss Trita, what kind of things do you use to wash the vegetable with?
Just water, salt,
Okay.
salt it down, and just using water to just keep rinsing them off until you get all the dirt off of them and stuff.
Okay. Awesome.
And some vegetables you have to what you call a blanching.
Yeah, when
What's
you
that?
cooking your greens or whatever a little bit, just a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
in order to store them in the freezer. So, 'cause if they're not cooked, you can't. It's gonna be mush,
Yeah.
and so it's no good. So you gotta blanch it.
Okay.
Just cook it just a little bit.
And say that word again.
Blanching.
Okay, blanching. I ain't look, told y'all, breaking folks on here, tell y'all some stuff. I don't know. Awesomeness. I'm learning stuff as we going too. I never heard that word before a day in my life until today. Okay. So if y'all could give any advice to somebody like me and maybe other people that's watching about like how to start growing their own food, what is a little bit of advice that you would give them about that?
I'm gonna tell you, I encourage anybody to grow whatever you can. Try to grow it because anything you can eat from yourself, I mean, it means something to you and it's more healthy.
Yeah.
So anything that you can eat homegrown, try to eat it.
Yeah.
If you interested in planting a garden, try to plant it.
Okay.
You got to try,
Okay.
and you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah. What you finna say, Miss Trina?
It tastes better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the learning of cooking the fresh stuff it's a process and it's a learning experience also.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had to you just jumping in there doing it, thinking it's gonna be like the store stuff and it's not.
Oh.
And now I messed that up. I don't even like the way that tastes.
Yeah.
You gotta cook it a little bit longer. So
Okay.
Now I got it down pat.
Gotcha. So now that you said that, I got a question for you. When you first cooked your own first homegrown vegetable, what did you cook? And if you messed it up, what did you do?
Well, actually, my first homegrown vegetable I cooked were greens.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't mess those up.
Mm-hmm.
But I did cook a cabbage one time, homegrown.
Okay.
And then I did the texture of it wasn't the way the store was.
Right.
It was still tough, like, and I'm like, I don't like no grown cabbage from the garden like that, fresh grown. And my husband said, well, maybe you gotta cook a little bit longer. So I said, that is right, because everything else takes a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I tried it again, and it was better cooked longer.
Yeah.
Cabbage is one of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So how much longer? You said, how much longer do you have to cook like a cabbage from the store? Give me the time that you cook your cabbage from the store versus how long you cook it from your homegrown cabbage.
I'm gonna cook my cabbage from the store maybe about 30 minutes.
Mhm.
I don't want it too soft.
Mm-hmm.
I still like mine with a little cream.
Me too.
Just steaming it really. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe about 45-minute one from the fresh from the garden.
Okay.
Depending on the size of it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That makes a difference to the size of fresh grown stuff.
Yeah. So y'all done fruit.
Yes.
What fruit have you done?
Watermelon,
Yeah, what you said, watermelon.
cantaloupe.
Okay.
That's about all I raised in my garden.
Okay. So I love watermelon, homegrown watermelon. How much better is the homegrown versus the store stuff?
Well, it's a difference in it. Like the texture of it. The stores bought watermelon, they more like waxy, like, and the one you grow in your garden, they crunch.
Yeah.
So I put mine in the refrigerator.
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
cold.
Yeah, I seen on one of your videos you cut that thing on. You said, "Good God Almighty!" It looked like it was good, and I love some good watermelon. And I know, like, when you go to the grocery store, you gonna be taking a chance buying grocery store watermelon. You might get a 50% chance, you might get some good one, and then a 30% chance you might get a bad one.
Right.
So I'm definitely interested in tasting some homegrown watermelon one day. All right, so we're gonna move into the animals because, as we know, you do grow your own fruits and vegetables, but you're really known for the animals.
Yeah.
So, what is the difference between a hog and a pig?
Well, that's a good question. Well, I guess people, a hog be big and get grown, and people consider pigs as babies.
Yeah.
You know, but some people call a grown hog pig. So
Yeah. Yeah.
It's it's just different stroke for different people.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So does the raising the pig versus the hog, since one is smaller than the other, do you have to do things differently for each animal?
Yeah, well, the pigs, if it's a baby, yes, you have to feed them different feeds. And the big hogs, you feed them different.
Okay.
As they grow, and you feed them different. Right before you get ready to kill them, you put them on straight corn, and that's for to get your fat back hard.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what else do you feed them besides straight corn?
I feed them slop
Slop.
and just feed from the store.
No, tell her
Not
what
store,
slop
but,
is.
Grain bin, the feed bin.
Anything you throw away off your plate.
Okay, that's considered slop. Now I remember when I was a little girl and I was a real young. My grandma and granddaddy used to have slop too, and I never knew what the slop was for. But then they go outside and they were throwing the buckets of stuff and take that with the pigs, and I was like, why they eating that stuff? And my grandma was like, that's the way you feed them. Right. So I did see a little bit of that when I was coming up, but now that I'm on social media and y'all have brought it to social media's attention, I'm pretty sure there's other people that do it too, but I watch y'all because I know y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just really make it fun. Your personality is off the chain. Then Miss Streeter, she just be in there doing her thing as well. So it's fun watching y'all do this stuff. You and your team and y'all get y'all thing and doing it with these animals. Okay.
God almighty. No.
Have you ever raised a hog from birth? Like, do you breed them as well?
Yes.
Okay. Can you talk a little bit about that process?
The breeding process, when I first started breeding hogs, I got 2 sows. And
Tell her what a sow is.
a sow is a female hog.
Okay.
And a boar. I went and bought a boar, that's a male hog.
Okay.
And I started out, at first I didn't know what I was doing, and I had the pigs, and a lot of them would die. And Bob Hunt told me, he said, you feeding the wrong kind of feed. Because I was just getting them straight corn.
Yeah.
He said, you got to get them feed. It's a mixture of soybeans and wheat and protein and all that together.
Okay.
That's make the sow produce milk. Straight corn don't have enough nutrients for to make the hog produce milk.
Okay.
So it's a process. And you got to have your pen right.
Yeah. Talk about the pen.
Yeah, you got to have your pen where when the sow lay down, where the pig can get out their way. If you just got your pen, just ain't got nothing for them to get up on them when the sow lay down, she'll mash them. She'll lay on them mash them.
Yeah.
So you got to have it set up a certain way.
Okay. Cool. And about how long did it take you to get your pen right?
About a year.
Really?
Yeah.
A whole year?
Yeah, I lost pig for a whole year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's like losing money too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So if you could estimate about in that year, how many pigs did you think you lost?
About 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Golly. So when you finally figured out, okay, this is what I'm doing wrong, what exactly were you doing wrong?
I was feeding the wrong feed, and I didn't have my pen set up right.
Right. Okay. So it was all about the pen. Okay, the pen and the feed. Okay. Yeah. And then what'd you say that handsome young gentleman you said taught you that?
Bob Hunt.
Shout out to Mr. Bob Hunt. Shout out to Mr. Bob Hunt and Mr. Ronald Williams. Shout out to y'all for bringing for showing Mr. Marshall how to do all this stuff, and his beautiful wife for assisting him and his team as well. Okay. So we're gonna talk about preparing the hogs to be cooked. Like, what is the process as far as that? Because I know you've done many videos. If y'all not following Marshall, Miss Trina Williams, Mr. Living Out of Land. Y'all definitely need to follow her on Facebook and TikTok. Get into telling us about the process of preparing the hog to be like cooked and stuff like that.
Okay, cooking a hog is, when we kill it, we get the hair off and we split it down the middle. We just open it open.
Mm-hmm.
We don't grind it up or nothing, Then when we do that, we get the fire, get your coal ready, we cook with pecan and oak wood that we cook with.
Okay.
Pecan, I prefer pecan because it make the meat taste better.
Okay.
I will do it with oak. And you get your pit ready, and you got to cook for about like 10 hours. So it's a long process.
Yeah.
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 Sometimes 12 hours.
Really?
Yep.
So the bigger the hog, the more you have to cook it?
That's right.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's pretty decent. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
What about the curing meat process? Because I saw one of your videos where you got this, is it an outside freezer
Refrigerator,
that
yes.
you curing your meat in?
Yes.
So we'll talk about the process of curing the meat.
Okay, curing the meat is, when I bring it home, I put salt on it. I salt it down real good.
Is this regular salt or this a specific type of salt?
It's called curing salt.
Okay.
Curing salt.
Okay.
And I rub it down real good and put the cardboard down in my refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
And always lay your meat skin side up,
Okay.
so it can drain.
Mm-hmm.
Have to drain all that water out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the curing process. The salt draw the water out.
Okay. Okay. So when you curing the meat, and you leave it in the refrigerator and stuff, like is there a time period that has to be cured or?
Yes.
Okay, what's the time period?
2 or 3 weeks it's for your fat back and your milling, your side meat.
Milling.
Yeah,
I ain't
that's
never heard that
strickling.
before. Shringaling. What you say, Marshall? What now?
Strickling.
What shringaling? What is shringaling, Marshall?
It's kind of like bacon.
Okay. Yeah, I heard you say
Or pork
shringaling.
belly,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I was say what? Okay, shringaling. I think I heard my grandma say that back in the day too. Shringaling. I ain't know what no shringaling was. Shringaling. See?
Strip of lean, strickling,
Strickling.
however you want to
About
say it.
strickling.
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Look out there. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So there was also one video where I saw you and your team. Y'all were skinning. Is that the right word to use? Skinning a coon.
Yeah.
And if, for y'all folk that might be fun to sit it on what a coon is, that's a raccoon. Talk to us briefly about how y'all the skinning the coon process.
Okay, skinning the coon, you have to, you hang them up on the tree. You can put you a nail, or you can have your hanger made. Mm-hmm. You hang them up by a back leg. You start from the back leg and come down.
Mm-hmm. Come down. What you doing?
You taking the hide off of it.
Oh, and for those of y'all don't know what hide is, that's the fur, the coat off of it. Okay, stripping down to her back. Okay,
That's right.
All right, awesome. Now I ain't never had no coon before. How does coon taste? And Miss Trina shaking her head. I'm finna ask her a question. How is coon, Marshall?
Coon, it got its own little taste.
Okay.
Very distinct.
It's distinct.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really like coon,
Really?
to tell you the truth, but a whole lot of people do.
Yeah. So Miss Trina, because you turning your nose up.
I don't even-
But what is it about the coon you don't like?
It's just it's a taste that I just can't get over.
Yeah.
It's just a taste I can't get over.
Yeah. So is it beefy? Is it like taste kind
I
of
don't
chickeny?
know. I
Or?
don't know.
No.
I don't know. It's undescribable,
Yeah.
and I don't like the taste. I don't know.
So how you cook it?
Most people boil it, and they'll boil it, then they'll put it in the oven with potatoes around it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll put barbecue sauce on it.
Oh, does the barbecue sauce make it a little better?
You still can taste the coon.
You know that what it is.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
that
you
what it
still
I know that
taste.
what I know a coon taste.
Okay. And I know y'all do a lot of deer hunting and fishing and stuff like that as well.
Yes.
Do you do deer often? Like as far as like when deer season when it's in season, do you do a lot of deer?
Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite part of the deer to cook?
The tenderloin.
The tenderloin? Yeah.
I like to make gravy with it,
Uh-huh.
and I put it on the grill sometime,
Okay.
and I make jerky.
Yeah. So make jerky. Do you also sell your jerky?
That, Well, I will.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Most time I just make it for the family.
Make it for the family. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So there was one video on your TikTok that I saw where y'all was actually doing the grinding process. Can you briefly talk to us about the grinding process?
Okay, the grinding process, grinding sausage, that's most of what I grind.
Mm-hmm.
It be already seasoned, And a lot of people ask me, say, why that man stirring it?
Yeah.
Well, when he's stirring it, he's mixing all the seasoning in.
Okay.
We season before we grind it. The meat, we season the meat.
Right.
Then when it go through the grinder, he stir it again. That's
Okay.
where you get your flavor from.
Okay.
To make sure don't that season be clunked up or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
It spread it out between in the meat.
Gotcha. Okay, so about how many pounds of sausage do y'all get in that grinder?
I make about 400 pounds at a time.
Really?
Yeah.
And you do you have to cure that too?
No, it just be ready to eat right then.
Oh wow.
You put it in
Really?
the fry. You see me frying out there.
Wow.
I fried out there on the grill.
Yeah, I seen
Yeah.
it. I seen it.
Yeah.
On the homemade
stove.
the homemade stove.
That's right.
That's a question too. Talk to us about the homemade stove.
Yeah, the homemade stove is a cast iron skillet, but I use oak wood when I be for my water. I use oak wood to heat my water with. So I take the coal from out the fire, put it on the ground, put the skillet on top of it, and make me a homemade stove.
Okay.
Cause I be hungry.
Okay. Because I be hungry. Miss Tree, do you food with the homemade stove a little bit?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you also does it cook different from the? Of course it probably does. The homemade stove probably do cook different from the outside stove. Do y'all
gotta keep
consider
your
that to be
eye on.
healthier?
You gotta keep your eye on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just outside. We hungry. We
Yeah.
just fry some sausage, let everybody taste. Cut up some tenderloin.
Yeah.
And everybody eat. We just be out there eating.
Do the
So,
kids be dog green kids? Do they be knowing the difference? Like, do they say the thing about it? Like, they come from the hog, and they don't be knowing. They just
Nah,
be
they
eating.
just be eating.
Okay. Now we gonna talk about these chitlin. I know a lot of folk don't food with no chitlin, and y'all, I'm one person. I used to eat them, love them to death. But baby, my grandma, Lord rest her soul, my grandma had a maid. I'm gonna just tell y'all that brief story real quick. And I probably done told y'all this before. My grandma had a maid. She had got to the point where she was too old to be cleaning chitlin, y'all. You got to be time, and it take time, a lot of time to clean chitlins thoroughly.
Yeah.
And my grandma had got to the point where she called and couldn't hard to see. I think she was going through a little dementia a little bit. And baby, I went over to that pot and I picked that hood up out that pot, baby, and I still smelled doo-doo. I said, oh no.
Ooh-wee.
That was my last day eating them. Lord rest her soul, but that was my last day
my
eating
God.
chitlin. That was my last day, y'all. But Miss Trita, I do see you on most of Mr. Marshall's videos cleaning them chitlins. Talk to us briefly about your way of cleaning chitlins.
Well, it's very time consuming. I like doing it sometimes. I like doing it sometimes. It's very time consuming. Just you have to pull the membrane off of them. Not just some people think I'm putting something in there, getting them that clean. No, yes I am. My hand and my time.
Right.
You know, and it should take a lot of rinsing off. Keep rinsing and washing it until your water is clear enough.
Yeah,
You're gonna see
yeah.
the difference in them when you're
Yeah.
washing them.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm about like you. I ain't gonna leave nothing on there that I ain't gonna eat.
Right.
I have been told I done clean them too clean. How can you clean them too clean?
So,
They say I clean the taste out of them.
I said it.
okay, since you said it, what does that mean? What you meant by that? It's like click the taste out of
They
them.
didn't have no change.
Even if you season them?
I seasoned them, I cooked them the same way and everything. And they were saying I cleaned them too much.
Oh my God.
I rinsed them too much.
Oh,
She did take
man.
the taste out for real.
Okay, so the next batch that you ended up doing, did you?
I did cut down on my rinsing of
Okay,
them. I did.
okay.
I ain't know.
Okay. So about how much time, if you could just kind of estimate how much time do it take to clean?
Well,
like a pound?
I am gonna say this. I do soak mine with some put a little salt in my water.
Okay.
In my hot water.
Okay.
The salt is just draining blood out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna rinse mine at least 4 times. Good time washing. And when I put the salt on, I'm gonna let them sit for maybe about an hour.
Okay.
In the salt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That helps with me. I don't know with nobody else.
Right.
And as far as when I go down to cooking them, I'm gonna cook them in my house, and I'm not gonna put no potato in them. For what? If they're clean, you don't need all that.
So what does the potato do?
They said knocks down the smell. I don't know.
I ain't never heard that.
Now, our house do not smell when she cook chili.
Right.
I ain't
Right.
putting
And she
all
don't put
that.
no potato in it neither.
Yeah.
You don't even know
Yeah.
chitlins are cooking in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this too, then, Trina. What is the difference between fresh chitlins from the hog and the chitlins from the stove?
Whatever the process they doing in the manufacturing place, really, you know, because cleaning them from the hog is, ooh, now that's very, very time consuming because you got to squirt all the mess out of them and then take them home and then do the other process and then they eat good. Yeah, they eat real, real good.
Yeah.
But it's just the skeeting out of all that. He be wanting me to do it all the time. I can't stand to do it all the time.
Yeah.
No.
Man.
Go get you something at the store. I'll do it.
Yeah. So, Mr. Marshall, do you help clean some of them chitlins? Because I ain't seen no video of you in the clean them
Hey,
chitlins.
Nah,
go
He said, nah.
I handle the rest.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, your famous Brunswick stew.
Yeah.
So the first video that you posted to your TikTok got about, I think it was like over 5,000 views. And it was your famous Brunswick stew. What is, I mean, I guess more or less like, kind of talk to us about the process of your Brunswick stew.
Excuse me. The Brunswick stew. Now that's a process.
What you say? What you call it?
Brunswick stew.
No, what you call it?
Brunswick stew.
That's right.
I'm country. I'm fair out the wood. I'm
That's
straight
right.
out the wood. I was born in the woods, I believe.
Show 'em-
But now that's a process.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to cook the meat. You had to pick the meat. You had to grind the meat. Had to season the meat. Had to cook the meat again. So that's a process.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't, they don't know, but they see the finished product, but it's a long process. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah. I got some cousins and my mama, she makes some. I'm pretty sure y'all don't do it the same way. But what all kind of meat do you use in yours?
I use beef, pork, and chicken.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Any vegetables?
No vegetable.
No
Well,
vegetable.
corn.
Corn.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Put a little corn in, yeah.
I thought my mom might put tomatoes in her.
Yep. Yeah, tomato. Yeah, you use tomato. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, your team of living off the landers. We're gonna call your team the living off the landers. How important is these group of people to you?
Oh, they very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you name some of those people? Shout them people out there that come out there and help you make Mr. Living Off the Land possible.
Okay. Got Bob Hunt. He always I put him first.
Yeah.
Larry Ashmore. Where you at, Larry? Larry Ashmore. Buddha Rail. Jesse Blade, they call him. I got Jamarcus.
Excuse me.
Donnell Bryant. Eric Rucker. Benny Forrest, my father-in-law. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's about the main people that help me all the time.
Okay. I noticed you said Buddha Red. That's my cousin, actually.
Yeah.
Shout out to Buddha Red.
Yeah.
All right. Individually, do each of you think that? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Let me go back, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm messing up. Hold on. Let me go back, and I think I left something out. Hold on. Let me go back on here. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna speak on, which is my favorite topic, social media. We're gonna hit this social media thing. Your first, like I said before, we got to talk about your Brunswick stew. That video was your first TikTok video hitting over 5,000 views on your Brunswick stew. Did you know that video was gonna do that?
No.
Was you expecting the video to do what it did?
Well, back then I wasn't.
Yeah.
But I always used to say, one day I'm gonna be famous on TikTok and Facebook. I used to always say that. But then I actually didn't know them video gonna start doing that. But as I kept going, I started expecting more. You know? You know, when I seen those numbers, then I started expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
started working harder.
Okay. So when you finally got to the point where you knew, like, okay, this video did this, how did you know, like, which things to post?
Because I started looking at, I would make different kinds of videos in different ways, and I started looking at which one got the most numbers.
Right.
And I started looking at what people love to see. Some people love to see different things, but more people love to see different things.
Yeah.
At different times.
Yeah.
And the main one that I found out that people really love is them hogs. And they love cooking too. But
Yeah.
It's just something about them killing them hogs. You know?
Yeah. I think it's more or less, what's interesting me about it is just the process. Because, like I said, when I was a little girl, I used to go to my grandma's house and I used to see them do stuff, but I didn't really stick around to actually watch them do everything. And just seeing y'all doing on video, like how you hang it upside down and how you cut everything from it and put it on. What y'all put it on? The cooking in? The little pit.
We call it a pit.
Yeah, y'all put it on the pit and just the whole process of how y'all cook that hard and then you do them foots. When y'all do them foots, boy, I was like, it's a lot. It's very interesting, and it's very educational for people that's never done it or never seen it. Right. So the fact that y'all do it and y'all a team doing it, and then you got other people that y'all brought in helping out doing it too, it's really a breath of fresh air from seeing the normal stuff we see on social media. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so your third video that you did, I want to say was on TikTok. When let's see, your third video when you did when you cooked on the grill, the chicken. Well, I think you called it bite through the skin.
Bite through the skin.
The bite through the skin
Yeah,
chicken video hit 48K. Did you think that video was gonna hit 48K?
I was expecting to. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know how much, but I knew we were gonna do something.
You know we're gonna do something.
Yeah.
So the chicken that you put on, was that stove chicken or?
They were store-bought chicken.
Okay.
But it was cooked by the best, Marshall Williams.
That's right. And it looked good too. It looked very good. Okay. Then we've been talking about TikTok. Well, we probably been talking about Facebook. But anyway, you went over to TikTok. You got let me back up a little bit. You got on Facebook. You got 113,000 followers. Then you went over to TikTok. Took over TikTok with over 75,000 followers. Your first video hitting 34K with the homemade sausage video.
Yeah.
Now, did you did Facebook first, right?
Yes. The
So
reels, yeah.
So when you did the Facebook videos first and then you went over to TikTok, were you expecting more from TikTok since you had already seen how things worked on Facebook?
Well, it took me a long time to even start posting on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah.
He was very skeptical.
Yeah.
Why was you skeptical?
Because it seemed like TikTok was more challenging to me, It seemed like it was the people didn't really.
He thought TikTok was all about dancing and all that.
Well, it used to be. Used to be. Yeah. Okay.
I started out with the reel,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody used to always say, why don't you go on TikTok or go on YouTube? Well, I said, no, I'm sticking with my reel. My reel gonna make me first.
Yeah.
I said, one day y'all will see.
Yeah.
I said it for about 3 years straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, before I blew up,
Yeah.
I was just constant.
Yeah.
All the time, I always speaking.
Yeah.
One day y'all gonna see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow up one day.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah.
reel.
What you had to say? You say
I said, one day I'm gonna blow
you
up.
gonna blow up, that right?
And when I blew up, I blew up.
Yes,
Glory.
right. Yes.
Glory. Good God Almighty.
Also, I love it. All right, so you've gotten millions of views on multiple videos on your TikTok page, right?
Yes.
And I'm sure others watching want to know the same thing I want to know: monetization. Are y'all monetized, and is the money good?
Yes. The money real, and we are monetized.
Okay.
And it depends on what your content do. On what you make.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
If your content ain't interesting and folk don't like it, you won't make nothing.
That's right.
But if people love it and they keep on going and hit like, comment and stuff, that's how you get money. That's how you make your money.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So, is there like anything else that y'all trying to touch into besides the living off the land stuff? Is there anything else y'all think y'all want to try to get into as far as posting it to social media besides living off the land?
Just cooking. I'm finna start doing a lot of cooking.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go live a lot because hog killing season is about over. So
Right.
now I'm gonna start fishing. I'm gonna do a little fishing show.
Okay.
I'm gonna be live fishing.
All right.
Cooking.
You okay?
Yeah.
Out the homemade stove.
I know well. Not the homemade stove that time.
Okay. Big Trina, you planning on participating in the fishing?
I love to fish.
Really?
Oh, we.
Yeah.
Okay.
She always beat me every time.
I was just finna say that. Who kept the ball?
I
She
love
always
fishing.
And when I finally do beat her,
Yeah.
I rub it in.
How long you had to hear about it, Big Trina?
The whole, I ain't no telling. Cause that's what he do, rub it in.
Yeah.
Cause when I beat him, he got the long fade and he ready to go.
He ain't ready to go with Miss Marcia, so losers.
Kinda.
Hey, at least you can admit it. Okay, so between y'all, Miss Trina, how many fish you get in a session?
It depends.
What the most you
But
caught?
the most I done caught, 15, 20,
Okay.
You caught more than that.
more than that.
She probably caught 30.
Okay.
Yeah, at one time.
Well, I start
Yeah.
counting after so many sometimes, so I don't be
You
knowing.
just did good.
On our boat, we do a lot of night fishing.
Okay.
At night.
So you have your good days, your good days and bad days on fishing, just like anything else. When
Yeah.
they out hunting or anything,
Yeah.
and fishing is the same way. You just have to have patience,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I have it because that's where I
Yeah.
get my peace of mind at on the water.
And
Yeah.
our boat is named the Sea Biscuit for
The
for
sea
y'all.
biscuit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
the Sea Biscuit.
And I heard you say y'all do a lot of night fishing.
Yeah.
So what is different between the night fishing and daytime fishing?
For one thing, it's more cooler.
Okay.
And seem like the fish bite better for me at night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ain't got to watch no caught. You just watch your line.
Okay.
Tell
Now
me what
what it caught? I'm probably saying that wrong.
The thing that sits on top of the water when you
Okay.
that's on your fishing rod.
Yeah.
It's on the line.
The little thing that float.
Yeah, that's-
Okay,
yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Marshall, how many fish you done caught? Say, Mitch, you done beat you out with 30.
Probably 29.
Okay.
Look, he gotta say 29. He had
gonna
to say
say
29,
29.
and he know the beating don't be more than it be more than
I
one.
probably caught 30 or more at one time too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So when y'all get out there, is that y'all kind of y'all together time too sometimes?
Yes.
When y'all get out there on the water together?
And we take people with us sometimes too
Okay.
Yeah.
that want to go.
Okay.
And sometimes we go by ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
Enjoy
I
it,
bet it
either
is.
way.
I bet it is. Okay, I want to ask y'all about rabbit because I know my cousin. Shout out to my cousin J.C. Robinson. I know he do a lot of rabbit hunting. Do you do any rabbit hunting?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Is rabbit? How does it taste? I ain't never had no rabbit either.
Now, I love a rabbit.
Yeah, I
for
love
real?
it.
I
Yeah.
want one now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I do a lot of rabbit hunting. I got rabbit dogs too.
So what now?
I got beagles, rabbit dogs.
Oh. Okay. What is that?
It's a dog that run rabbit.
Oh, a rabbit, a dog that like a hound.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. I'm like, what? Okay. Oh, see, I'm telling y'all. Look, I bring these folks on here to teach y'all something because I don't know. That's why I brought Mr. Living Out of Land and his wife on here, y'all, to teach y'all some stuff that we don't know. And then, too, how they talking about how their food and stuff going around here. Y'all better be listening to some of these folks and paying these videos some attention. Because if you're doing it yourself, you know what you're putting in, but you don't know what these folks putting in their grocery store. So yeah, take some notes, watch some videos. If y'all had to reach out to Mr. Marshall, reach out to Miss Williams, and hey, talk to him about if you want to raise some animals or whatever. So what you plan to do with these cows? Let's go back to that.
Well, the cows, I'm gonna start out, small, and I'm gonna start selling beef one day. I ain't never really processed my own cow yet, but I'm planning on starting to process my own beef.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. About how long you think you gonna be before you start doing
It'll
that?
be another couple years before, I'm gonna buy young cows and raise them up and try to have calves off them too.
Okay. You ain't never thought about getting into milk?
Nah, I don't. Nah.
Make sure you milk.
Nope.
Me either.
Okay. So, what else? God, y'all crazy, man. Okay, y'all are such an inspiration to a lot of people, include me, especially on social media. And we enjoy seeing y'all videos and everything, and the Blackout Podcast and the people watching. Everybody, thanks y'all so much for just educating us, man. Cause like I say, a lot of young folk that ain't never seen a pig be slaughtered or the hide off a coon or even with the chickens. I know you said you got chickens now.
Yeah.
We ain't never seen stuff like that. So we just thank y'all so much for just putting it out there for everybody to see and just sharing a piece of y'all life with us when y'all can.
Yeah.
We think that's an amazing thing to do. All right. Making grease. I heard you say on a lot of your videos you make your own grease.
That's right.
Now, when you say grease, for all of us folk that don't, some of these folk that I know what grease is, but some of these folk that don't know what grease is, what grease is?
It's lard and fat. Cooked,
Okay.
rendered down fat from a hog.
It come from the hog.
That's right.
Wait a minute, hold on, back up. I ain't know from the hog. Okay, so the lard that used to be in the thing, they come from the hog.
Yes.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I did not know that, y'all.
Yep. That's what it is. Cooked fat.
So what? From the hog. That's crazy. So after you finish, tell us about the lard. Tell us about because we know that lard. Tell us about the lard process.
Okay. The lard process come in when like the skin from the hog that we cut off and we cut it up, and the fat. We cut the fat up, into little squares. And we cut the skin up in squares. We put them in the pot, and when you cook it down, and when it get done, and when you get all your skins out and your crackling out of there, what's left is your lard. And it don't turn to lard until it cool down. It look just like grease right then.
Right.
But then when it turn white and get all stuck together, it's lard.
Oh, okay. And so since y'all make your own lard, do you mostly use that to cook your food with instead of the store-bought stuff or what?
I cook a lot of fish.
Okay.
We cook a lot of fish and chicken in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. From making grease, outdoor stoves, Brunswick stew, hogs, pigs. The grandbabies are even involved, y'all.
Yep.
What else can we expect from Mr. Living Off the Land, Miss Trita Williams, and the whole gang?
Well, you expect inspiration. Keep God first. That one thing I'm gonna start adding more of the word, with my content. I'm gonna start encouraging more because you don't never know who going through something. And you can say one thing to brighten their day.
That's right.
But I'm gonna start trying more with that.
Right.
That's one thing I'm gonna work on.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. We getting ready to close this thing out, y'all, because I know we're getting late and got to get on to the house. So, is there anything else y'all would like to add? Either one of y'all. So we close this thing out.
Thanks for all my followers. Thank y'all so much, and it means so much to me. And I'm gonna keep trying harder and harder, and I'm gonna keep showing y'all what I can and encouraging along the way. Thank y'all so much.
Awesome. Miss Trita?
I would just like to say thanks to everybody. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
And thanks
you.
to all
Thank you
my
very much.
husbands, followers. Keep following him. Y'all have turned him around a whole lot, and it has helped him a lot. So keep going. Keep following. Along with God.
Awesome. And just to add too, if y'all want to follow me and stuff too, that'll be great too. Cause I don't live out no land, but I got a few things to say. If y'all want to follow me, that's amazing. All right, y'all, we're gonna close this thing out, man. First and foremost, before I close the thing, I want to once again thank my guests for coming. Mr. Marshall, Miss Trita Williams, I appreciate y'all so very much for just taking time out y'all Sunday evening to come and sit down with me and just talk about what y'all do once again. We truly appreciate y'all and everything that y'all do from Living Off the Land. And the people tuning in, man, appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for joining me again. Another episode of the Blackout Podcast, man. And shout out to Lewis Media Studios. If y'all got any pictures, any business thing y'all trying to do as far as getting your business going, and you need some content drawn up or whatever, y'all contact Mr. Daryl Lewis and Celicia Lewis, and they'll get y'all straightened out and whatever type of needs that you need. You have now tuned into the greatest. Another episode of the Blackout Podcast. It's your Higgy the host with the Miggy the most, Black Fire. And man, y'all know the motto. If you ain't about the Blackout Podcast by now, peace.